Good morning. So today I'm going to be going over chapter 14. And one thing I want to point out here is almost every single paragraph has been highlighted. Reason is, this one is amazing. This is a really, really good chapter. So you might just want to put this on the table and just listen to it and throw your headphones in. But I'm going to read through the majority of this chapter. It's only a couple of pages long, but I really want you to understand that what is being taught in this book has the potential to change your life. So we're going to start on paragraph 6. Mind is creative, and the principle upon which this law is based is sound and legitimate and is inherently in the nature of things. But this creative power does not originate in the individual, but in the universal, which is the source and foundation of all energy and substance. The individual is simply the channel for the distribution of this energy. The individual is the means by which the universal produces the various combinations which result in the formation of phenomena. You are the catalyst. You are the doorway. Just like you're the doorway to an adject, you're the doorway to the universal. We know that scientists have resolved matter into immense numbers of molecules. These molecules have been resolved into atoms, the atoms into electrons. The discovery of electrons in high vacuum glass tubes containing fused terminals of hard metal indicates conclusively that these electrons fill all spaces, that they exist everywhere, that they are omnipresent. They fill all material bodies and occupy the whole of what we can call empty space. This then is the universal substance for which things all proceed. All of the energy around us, everything around us is energy. The lightest known atom is hydrogen. This is 170 or 1700 times heavier than an electron. An atom of mercury is 300,000 times heavier than an electron. Electrons are pure negative electricity, and as they have the same potential velocity as all other cosmetic energies, such as heat, light, electricity, and thought, of 189,380 miles per second, speed of light. Neither time or space require consideration. The manner of which the velocity of light was ascertained is interesting. The velocity of light was obtained by the Danish astronomer Romier in 1676 by observing the eclipse of Jupiter's moon. When the Earth was nearest to Jupiter, the eclipse appeared about 8.5 minutes too soon for the calculations. When the Earth was most remote from Jupiter, there was about 8.5 minutes too late. Reaumur concluded that the reason that it required 17 minutes for the light from the planet to traverse the diameter of the Earth's orbit, which is measured the difference of the distance of Earth from Jupiter. This is the calculation that's been verified and since proves that light travels about 186,000 miles a second. So basically our orbit around the sun, he found that it took 8.5 minutes from if we were Earth, sun, and then the end of the orbit. If we were on the other side of the sun, it took 17 minutes from basically light to pass through our orbit, which is kind of a cool little fact. Electrons manifest in the body as cells and possess mind and intelligence sufficient for them to perform their office in human physical anatomy. Every part of the body is composed of cells, some of which operate independently, others in communities. Some are busy building tissues, while others are engaged in forming the various secretions necessary for the body. Some act as carriers of material. Others are the surgeons who work it is to repair damage. Others are scavengers carrying off waste. These are free radicals, right? These are free radical scavengers or are hydroxyl ions. Carrying off waste. Others are consistently ready to repel invaders or other undesirable intruders of the germ family. We're on chapter 12, or page 12, paragraph 12. All these cells are moving from a common purpose, and each is not only a living organism, but has sufficient intelligence to enable it to perform its necessary duties. It is also endowed with sufficient intelligence to conserve the energies and I don't even know what this word is. Something its own life. It must therefore secure sufficient nourishment, and it has been found that it exercises choice in the selection of nourishment. Each cell is born, reproduces itself, and dies, and it is absorbed. The maintenance of health and life itself depends on the constant regeneration of these cells. It is therefore apparent that there is mind in every atom of the body. The mind is negative mind, and the power of the individual to think makes him positive, so that he can control this negative mind. This is the scientific explanation for metaphysical healing and will enable anyone to understand the principles upon this remarkable phenomenon. What he's talking about here is epigenetics. Okay. Where was I here? Okay. Number 16. All things have their origin in mind, and appearances are the result of thought, so that we see things in themselves have no origin, permanency, or reality, since they are produced by thought and can be easily erased by thought. This is why your negative emotions and, oh, this isn't working for me, and, you know, I'm struggling, and I can't get a water share, I don't know how to do a demo. You keep thinking that, you're just drowning yourself. In mental, as in natural science, experiments are being made, and each discovery lifts man one step higher towards his possible goal. We find that every man is a reflection of the thought he has entertained during his lifetime. Ooh. This is stamped on his face, his form, his character, and his environment. How you operate, how you think, how you dress, the people you hang out with, how you spend your free time. All of this stuff is a reflection on what you think of yourself. Back of every effect, there is a cause. And if we follow the trail to a starting point, we shall find the creative principle out of which it grew. Proofs of this are now so complete that the truth is generally accepted. The objective world is controlled by an unseen, heretofore unexplainable power. We have, heretofore, personalized this power and called it God. We now, however, learn to look upon it as the permeating essence of principle of all that exists, the infinite or universal mind. The universal mind, being infinite and omnipotent, has unlimited resources at its command, and when we remember that it is also omnipresent, we cannot escape the conclusion that we must be an expression or manifestation of that mind. A recognition and understanding of the resources of the subconscious mind will indicate that only the difference between the subconscious and the universal is one of degree. They differ only as a drop of water differs from the ocean. They are the same in kind and quality. The difference is only of degree. Can you appreciate the value of this all-important fact? Do you realize that a recognition of this tremendous fact places you in touch with the omnipotent? The subconscious mind being the connection link between the universal mind and the conscious mind, is it not evident that the conscious mind can consciously suggest thoughts which the subconscious mind will put into action? And as the subconscious mind is one with the universal, is it not evident that no limit can be placed upon its activities? Yet, there are many who are not ready to enter this discipline necessary to think correctly. Even it is evident that wrong thinking has brought failure. Keep doing something the wrong way and you keep sticking to your guns. Like, dude, don't be me back 5 years ago where I wanted to do it my way or the highway and I ended up fucking wasting a bunch of time because you don't like listening to your coach. Don't be me. Be me, but don't be me. Okay. Thought is the only reality. Conditions are but the outward manifestation. As the thoughts change, all outward material or conditions must change in order to be in harmony with their creator, which is thought. What you put out into the ether, you do get back. But the thought must be clear, steady, fixed, definite, unchangeable. You cannot take one step forward and 2 steps back. Neither can you spend 20 or 30 years of your life building up negative conditions as a result of negative thought, and then expect them all to melt away as a result of 15 to 20 minutes of right thinking. If you commit until you hit your goal. You don't commit until you feel crappy. You don't commit as long as it's going well. You commit. You just do it. No matter what. Whatever that goal is, you decide at the start that you're willing to pay that price, whatever that price may be. The price might go up, the price might go down. But whatever you decide, you decide. If you enter into the discipline necessary to bring about radical change in your life, you must do so deliberately. After giving the matter careful thought and full consideration, and then you must allow nothing to interfere with your decision. Nothing. Not your family, not your friends, not your emotions, not your results. You stay true to what you say you're going to do. Come hell or high water. This discipline in change of thought is mental attitude and will not only bring you the material things which are necessary for your highest and best welfare, but bring you the health and harmonious conditions generally. If you wish to harmonize conditions in your life, you must develop a harmonious mental attitude. This is self-love. I love myself. I'm proud of myself. I'm doing what I can. I may not have the results, and these people might think I'm crazy, but I believe in myself, and I know what I can accomplish, and I'm going to set out to do it because I'm here to prove to myself that I can do anything I've set my mind to. If your world without will be a reflection of your world within. For your exercise this week, concentrate on harmony. And when I say concentrate, I mean all that the world implies. Concentrate so deeply, so earnestly, that you will be conscious of nothing but harmony. Remember, we learn by doing. Reading these lessons will get you nowhere. It is in the practical application that these values consist. So that was chapter 14, and it is all on mindset. It's all on exactly what you need to do, how you need to think, to set. Perfect example. I got this stupid armpit thing done 6 months ago. It is the most painful thing in the world. If you ever had a tattoo, this is a walk in the park compared. I got it done. I had to go back. I was so scared, don't want to go back. I told myself that I'm not going to go. I went back. If I need to go back again, I will fucking go back. You know why? Because I need to hit that goal. What is the point of setting a goal and then falling short? If you do that over and over and over again, you are going to reinforce the belief that you're not good enough. Even if there's things that I don't want to do and I've lost interest in it, I will still complete the task because that's who I am. This is the mental map I run off of. If I start something, I complete it, no matter what, because it means something to me. It means something to my character. It's how I build myself up. It's how I can look at something that I'm doing now and go, hey, remember all those times in the past? Remember all those times I wanted to quit? Remember all those times that I just kept moving forward and I accomplished my task? If I can do that then, I can do this now. And I reinforce this positive belief. This is why I don't need anyone to tell me, Kevin, you're special. Kevin, you're awesome. Kevin, keep going, man. You got this. I am my biggest fan. I have more self-love for myself than anyone else can give to me because I've proven to myself over and over and over again that I can count on me. And I love myself for that. It's probably one of my highest values that I've ever created is that I can count on me. If you believe in yourself, follow the principles of these books. Go do your meditation. Work more on your mindset than anything else. And I guarantee you, good things are going to come your way. If you found any value from this, please drop me one down below. I know this is more of just a longer listening thing than a watch. But anyways, I thought this was super important. I really wanted to share with you. I hope you got some value. And if you did, please let me know. Have yourself a wonderful day.